I would like to get your take on how that international perspective has influenced how you think about growth and exits.
I think well, first of all, I also come, as you mentioned, Mike, from the energy space, which is a global business, right? And now, obviously, you think about the digital assets, which is our latest merger, that is a very global business. And so you're right, we don't think about companies in silos, whether it's a European business or American business or a business in the Czech Republic, my home country. We really think about how can we, take a business public or invest in a business that can really be supercharged via that global exposure. But I would say, my international experience really shaped me in an interesting way, and I'm hoping to kind of instill it in my kids now as well. Is having lived in Chile, in Switzerland, in Africa, in the Middle East, and obviously all different parts of the U.S. from Texas to Colorado and Northeast. Um, it really allows you to relate to people on a different level, right? Think about what drives Mike, right? So when I speak to CEOs of companies, potential targets, I always think about if I was in Mike's seat, how what is really important for him? Does he want money off the table? Has he been in the business for the past 30 years? And his wife is, she wants to have a new car and a new bag, and that's important for him. Or does he have a nice base business that he really wants to grow, and he wants to spend the next 10 or 15 years growing a large business and building it into a really the next ExxonMobil. And so that really, what that international experience, I think, allowed me is put myself more in people's shoes, because I've dealt with so many different kinds of people. And I really was able to experience that, with the last SPAC, with the first SPAC, sorry, that we had, that was in collaboration with Energy Spectrum. We were specifically targeting energy transition companies that were, EBITDA generating businesses. And in the renewable space, you see many different players. You see people who have GEDs and have, grown a really interesting waste business, or you may see obviously the MIT, PhDs who have some super cool, technology that they want to scale up. And so we really have learned, and we are now obviously we've expanded to digital assets. We're expanding into other arenas, as you know, Mike, and other industries. And so I think that's where it really helps me, right? Figuring out what's important for the principals and decision makers of those companies.